Hey guys, how you doing? It's Nation here. It's been super long. Also have a dog with me as well, so if the camera gets knocked, a bit like it's doing now, that's him exploring the world. Loki, are you going to interrupt me? Yes you are. Yes you are. The joys of pets. Anyway, so I thought it would be a good time to do this. Mainly because this book came through. So, a lot of you may know I did a starting a 30k army sort of series, basically. So if you want to start getting into the world of 30k, this would be a kind of step-by-step guide, show you what to do, what you need and stuff like that. Reason why it's kind of fallen by the wayside, there were a load more updates and stuff like that. New books came out, stuff like that. I couldn't really keep up, so I was like, okay, let's pause for a moment and let's see if we can get our footing. So, this is go, let's try that again, shall we? So, unlike before where you had two books, much like before where you had two books, again, you'll need two books. However, if you want to be able to use some of the legions which haven't quite been fully fleshed out yet, like White Scars, Blood Angels and stuff like that, they are in book 6 Retribution. I'm hoping I'm not getting the names wrong, but yeah, they're in book 6. I don't have book 6, so I can't really give you an update on what exactly is there or not, but just so you're aware, this one's Legionnaires Astartes Age of Darkness army list, and this one is Legionnaires Astartes Age of Darkness legions. So, I shall try and explain to anyone who is new to 30k. Hopefully a lot of people are kind of know what's going on right now since Burning of Prospero's on its way. Hopefully there's a lot more attention towards it, but let's start from the beginning again and just get people up to speed with what's going on in 30k world and how it works. So 40k world, you have chapters of Space Marines. Oh, must mention this as well, mainly 30k is Space Marine versus Space Marine. There's a couple of exceptions to that. You have demons, which are kind of coming out in the new stuff, mainly for word bearers and stuff like that. There are Mechanicum, which have got their own book. I will get a book. I've got a book on its way back, and we shall cover that at some point. I've got to get around to it, but there's a lot to cover. And there's Solar Auxilia, i.e. known as the Imperial Army for 40k players. It's basically Imperial Guard, but a bit more, I was going to say steampunky, but I'm not sure even that's quite right. I would say tooled up sort of thing. So the Guard in 30k are a bit more tooled up than the Guard in 40k. At the same time, there's things in 40k which aren't in 30k, and there's things in 30k which aren't in 40k. So there is a difference. A lot of the things do sort of traverse between each other sort of thing. I've gone over the armor types and a bit of the fluff and stuff like that as well. They're still valid. That is still the same basically. What this is basically an update, because Forge World, being the kooky people that they are, love cooking up new ideas, new things to bring out and sell to people. I don't blame them. Some of the stuff is amazing. So this is basically an updated book with some of the new units which have come out since the sort of 30k release, and it gives you the rules for them. So if anything, you're probably going to need this book more than anything else, because this shows you how to build an army list. However, if you want to get fluffy, and most of you who play 30k probably will, this is the current book for your legion. It doesn't have all the legions. That's important, okay? It doesn't have all the legions. I'll quickly run through which ones it does have, so you are aware and you're not fooling yourselves. So if you collect a certain legion and they're not in there, you don't get disappointed with it. So we've got the Emperor's Children, Iron Warriors, Imperial Fist, the Night Lords, Iron Hands, the World Eaters, Ultramarines, the Death Guard, the Sons of Horus, the Word Bearers, the Salamanders, the Raven Guard, and the Alpha Legion. That's it. There's no others. Okay, so, but this will give you the rules for your Primarch and your sort of elite units which go with your legion. Basically, every legion's got a couple of units which go with it, which are absolutely ridiculous. For example, World Eaters have got the Red Butchers, a squad of 10 Terminators in cataphractic armor, all with 2 power axes. I think they get Rage. They've got Feel No Pain. They've got two wounds each. And yeah, they always hit on weapon skill 3 or something like that. They always hit on 3s or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, basically an absolutely ridiculous squad. Sorry. So if you ever come against it, you want to try and pile as many strength 8 shots into it as you can. Granted, they've all got 4-up invulnerable saves, so you're not going to have much luck taking them down quickly. But you can do it. It is possible. They just tear through most things. If you've got a character which causes instant death, challenge the Devourer, which is the main dude with 2 chain fists. Yeah, that's right, 2 chain fists. He wrecks anything he touches. So, but yeah, all the legions have got a squad like that, and so forth. So let's just rewind a little bit, and let's explain a little bit about 30k and what the kind of idea behind it is. Well, basically, this is the Emperor's made his Primarchs, he's made his legions. The Imperium's kind of at its height, so it's possibly the most advanced it's been, possibly will be, and they've got the most amount of bodies on the ground, they're the most tooled up, they're basically kicking butt. And then it all implodes on itself. And Horus the Warmaster turns against the Emperor, and they, basically the whole thing splits in half, and then they fight each other. So, things to know which is different between that. Now, I know competitive play is coming into 30k a little bit more. However, what you will tend to find, if you're starting a 30k army, you will find most of the people are fluff driven. Okay. Also, you will probably encounter the fluff buggers. Yeah, I'm going to call them fluff buggers, that like to correct you on something that someone else has made up, which is kind of a weird thing, because they basically take it at law. The amount of times, one guy told me I'd done my entire Night Legions wrong. He said, you made one big mistake, the fact that they didn't have gold trim until after the Siege of Terror. And I went, okay, that's fine. Where did you read that? Can you tell me? Because I've never read that before. And he went, here's a picture. And I went, yeah, I know that's a picture. But where's it written? And then he went, oh, it's in lots of different places. I'm like, okay, can you give me a reference to one? And he went, I was like, well, so basically, you've made up some fluff in your head because you've seen a picture of something, and now you're trying to shout people down because you think you know better than everyone else. So, basically, anyone that does that sort of stuff, just accept it and just go, okay, yeah, they might be right. Please can you get them to show you the facts. Get them to work for it. If they really want to prove you wrong, make sure that they goddamn work for it at the end of the day. Because I am tired of the amount of people that go around just saying, I'm right, you're wrong. And I'm like, okay, show me. And most of the time, and I can guarantee you most of the time, no one will ever come back to that. They will just disappear. So don't get angry about it, don't get upset or anything like that. Just make people work for it. So if they want to say they're right and you're wrong, get them to show you. I get them to do all the research, dig up all the stuff, and if they do, fair enough. You've learnt something at the end of the day. Brilliant. No problem. You're more up to speed with things. They've taught someone that. That's fine. Thank them for their time and carry on. You can do whatever you want at the end of the day. It's a bloody hobby, so just do whatever you want, okay? And that's the key to all of this. So, before I go on too much more of a rant, that's one thing to prepare for. As I said, it can kind of be played competitively. there are more disgusting rules in this stuff than a lot of 40k stuff. However, 40k has the formations thing, so you don't get really. You kind of get formations in this, but you don't really. What you get is rights of war instead, which are a bit different, and they allow you to sort of customize your legion to how you want it to play. So let's go into the rights of war quickly, just to give you a flavour. I'm not going to go through all of them like I've done before. Let's just see if we can find them. I think they're in the back. They're in the back here. Rights of war. These are all the weapons. Legion of Stars special rules. So yeah, there's its own special rules. Definitely want to watch out for. Different missions, which is quite cool. Maybe not. Maybe are they in the front then? I have not actually read this book yet. As I said, this literally just turned up today, so you're kind of seeing it for the first time as well as me. But that's a cool picture. Leviathan Dreadnoughts, they're in this book as well, which is cool. So here's some force organisation charts, so you can sort of vary it a little bit. Warlord traits, they do have their own, and they also got an allies chart. Rights of war. So, and you have to take a Praetor with this. And where are the rights of war? We will have to find out where they have gone. I'm not going to hunt around for them. They're in there somewhere, guys. I'm sure of it. So that's one thing. But I mean, just to give you an example, you can take orbital assault. So everything, you can only take stuff that can deep strike. So your first turn, you can be off the board. And there was everyone's kind of queried, like, if you end your turn and nothing's on the table, do you lose? Apparently, no. So you can sell them to have the first turn, and they can do whatever they do. And on your first turn, you can arrive afterwards, and they don't win. So that's one thing. I didn't know that, but apparently I was told that that's a thing. So I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, if you're not sure in regards to the fluff and how it works, please go have a look at the other video I did before. It's got a bit more information onto it, of what's going on. This is more a case of giving you an update, showing you like what's possibly the most advisable thing at this present moment in time. It's a bit annoying with the Burning of Prospero because there are no rules for Space Wolves, Thousand Suns. I know White Dwarf has rules for the Custodies and the Sisters of Silence, but yeah, Thousand Suns and Space Wolves, there are no rules for them yet. So yeah, I think they're generally going to be rather interesting rules because they're going to be ridiculous one way or another. But these two are the ones you're after at the moment. I do, however, predict that these two will get updated and excuse me, you will need to buy more books in the future. If you're getting into this hobby, I would strongly advise caution on if you think you can buy it and that's it. You can, if you're taking one of these legions, you can buy it and that's it. That's fine. What you might find is the new books have more updated rules because Forge World at the end of the day want you to buy stuff. So they will probably throw little tidbits and new rules and stuff in there for other legions. Like I know number 6 Retribution has rules for Night Lords, like a new sort of right of war. And other legions as well, not just them. So if you're getting into it, I definitely suggest one of the GW kits, like Betrayal at Calth or the Burning of Prospero. However, for the rule side of things, you will probably need one of these, well, you'll need this book at least. I would probably advise this book. However, I know money is a bit of a thing, but I think they're like 32 quid each, basically. So, for like 64, 65 quid, you'll be like clued up on rules and stuff like that. You'll need the 40k rule book as well, because it does use 40k rules, so stuff like that. So you'll need basically 3 books to get going. And I know it doesn't do a lot for us. It doesn't really help us. But I'm just giving you the facts and what you need to do. But yeah, that's kind of it. We'll go through this one probably, and I'm going to go through some of the other Legion rules and stuff like that. Because I still need to cover. I've basically covered Ultramarines. I actually want to cover Ultramarines again because I've played with them a little bit now, and I'm understanding how they work. And it's a bit more complicated than it seems, but Ultramarines are very dynamic and they shift all over the place. But we'll go through that another time. So, I do apologise for this very messy desk. I'm painting quite a lot these days, but hey ho. I suppose that's a good thing. I will try and get more videos. I will try and get an update video done for what's going on in my life and what's happening while I haven't been around. That will just happen. If you're ever around on Thursday night, I do a chat show with the Wargamer Viking. Go check him out. We'll be chatting about stuff on there as well. So, I shall leave you all with it. If you've got any questions, stick them down below. I'm sure other people will answer them better than I do, but I will try my best. Remember, if people are going to prove you wrong, make them work for it. That's my key for this. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Take it steady, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye bye.